Hello and welcome to Tea is Good, Books Are Better, the podcast where we drink tea and talk about books. I'm Raven.
And I'm Jess.
Why did you say your name so weird? You're like, Jess.
Jess.
I'm Jess.
I'm Jess.
What are you reading on your phone right now?
Nothing.
The fuck? Look like you're on a Ask Reddit or something.
It is a Reddit.
Do it!
I was reading a story on malicious compliance.
On what?
Malicious compliance.
What the fuck is that?
So people share stories where they maliciously complied.
Oh, that sounds kind of funny.
It is fun.
Do you have an example?
Like right now I'm reading one about a mechanic who had this lady come in and he checked her engine and like the engine belt was so worn out that like if she started again he knew it would snap and it would like destroy the engine.
Oh.
So he's like, don't take the car, we need to fix the belt, and that's like $5,000 I think or something. That's way less than that. I'm just but like to fix the belt, not start the car again, otherwise it might explode and like break the whole engine, which will cost way more.
Yeah.
The woman doesn't believe him. Like, you're just a mechanic trying to take things, all my money and that stuff. And like she demands to take her car out and see other mechanics before she chooses. And like, so he makes her sign a waiver so that she knows what she's doing. Before giving the keys, and that's where I left off before you got me out.
I see.
But like, oh wait, no, she did manage to start the car and it snapped and there was a big crack, and that's where I stopped.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
That's
like,
what you get.
I love these stories, they're a lot of fun.
I mean, it sucks though, because mechanics do try to
They
do that.
It's absolutely true.
Ugh. So what is she supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you
Like,
just believe everything every
He
mechanic
was showing
tells you.
it to her, like how worn down it was too.
Uh-huh.
So like, I think it really depends. Like,
That's why
I
you
think
need a
that's
mechanic
really
friend who you can trust.
ignorant to like see a worn down belt and be like, I'll take my chances.
Yeah, I guess so. But then, I don't know, if you're
I
not
guess if you
experienced,
really
you don't know what
know.
it normally looks like.
For that.
Yeah. I don't know.
That kind of stinks. Like, they were, like, saying, like, tow it out of here if you want to take it. Like, don't drive it.
Right. Don't start that engine.
But I do like these stories. They're good.
God, I'm exhausted.
You know what's fun with me? I changed out my libret for the first time yesterday.
Oh, nice. I did notice, but then I didn't, like, notice. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, like, you see it, but you don't really, like, it
I
doesn't
saw
really
it
click.
and I looked at it and I was like, different. But then it didn't, like, click in my head that you had to change that for it to be different.
I'm really excited that I gathered the courage. I've been like trying to build it up all month because I'm really scared of changing up piercings the first time. It's really scary.
Yeah.
But I had a few drinks last night and I was like, I'm gonna do it.
I'm drunk now. I can't feel it.
I did the tip that the piercer gave me about like putting another one through as I move it out so that it's there, and then putting it back through like that.
I see.
Because I have another one and I ended up wasting like $20 or $30 on a really nice libret because it was too fucking small.
Oh.
For this lid.
Did it just go straight through?
No, I put it in and the end of it where I'm supposed to screw it in, it didn't even like go through.
Oh,
so it was just short? Like, yeah, it was way too short. And I was just like,
oh shit.
Oh fuck, because they don't do returns.
Oh well, yeah. Once it goes in
I
the
know,
body.
right?
Damn, that sucks though.
So I'm like, well, now I have a really nice libret just hanging around. So I had this one I got for free from Johnny's stepmom's sister. She bought like a whole bunch for $6 and it's like, gave me a couple, and she plans on selling them for like maybe $1 each and making like a load more than she did like the $6 she originally paid for them.
Yeah, that's called a profit.
Yeah. She's gonna make a prof. Yeah. So at least I had an extra one.
Cool. It's like comfortable and everything?
Yeah, it's in there nicely.
Nice. I smashed my ear really bad. multiple times.
What the fuck?
But now, like, it moves by itself.
Oh
Do you see
shit,
how
that
the
means it
ball's in the
heals.
front now?
If you go like this and it just goes shakes with it, that means it's healed.
Well, it doesn't, like, move super
Okay.
easily, but, like,
It's
it's shifting. Do you see? You can see the
Yeah.
ball now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is, like, this yesterday, I
Mhm.
think, was up here. So the ball's been
dude.
sliding down slowly.
Dude, it's like a healing check for septums. Like, if you move your head and it moves with you, that means it's healed.
Cool, this is exciting.
Yeah!
But it's like, how does this happen after I smashed it multiple times?
Right?
You would think my ear would get, like, puffy and,
Yeah, I guess you're at the part where you're pretty much healed, like almost
like,
there.
almost, yeah.
That it's no longer going to get inflamed when you smack it.
God.
You
I
have to
can't
do a
wait
year,
for this to be
right?
healed. Yeah, the piercer said 6 months to a year, so how long's it been now? We got it
A long time.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. It's been 8 months.
Nice. You have 4 more to go.
Yeah, I'll probably wait it all out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk changing this. No way. I
Mhm.
still get, like, there's still a little bit of pus, and, like, that's probably from when I smashed it. And,
Yeah. So a little bit of inflammation.
yeah, and, like, with the new glasses, by the way, I have new glasses now. With the new glasses, the earpiece is a lot longer in the back, so it, like, comes down near the it doesn't touch it.
Touch it? Okay.
It
good.
doesn't touch it, but it comes near it, so it, like, rubs against the back of my ear, and so that kind of irritates my whole ear, because, you know, it's got shit going on. But I think, like, it'll get used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wow, that's the first piercing update we've done in a while.
Right?
We used to do that, like,
Since
every
our first
episode.
Because that's when we first got them.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Wow.
We've been doing this for...
Can you believe it's been
Wow.
almost a year?
No. I was just
Well,
thinking
like,
the other day, like...
3/4
what
of the
is
way
it?
to a year, yeah.
Damn. We're, like, halfway through our second book.
Yeah. I'm impressed that we've been able to stay so consistent.
Yeah.
Right? There was only, like, 1 week that we missed.
But we had, like, 3 episodes then anyways. Didn't we?
Mm-mm.
Oh, what did we do?
No, there was 1 week that we missed an upload.
Oh, yeah. It was a holiday, wasn't it? We were just
It
like...
was a holiday, and, like... I think I was just swamped with stuff.
Yeah, let's just say it's holiday.
Yeah. It's holiday, we're not uploading. But yeah, I'm impressed with us.
Me too.
And our numbers have been very slowly and very... It's like steadily growing, but very slowly. But it is steady, which is cool.
I think so too.
Yeah, and our reach as well. Like, when I look at our stats, there's, like, listens coming from countries I didn't even know existed. Well, I should say cities I didn't know existed. But yeah, it's cool. Shall we just get into it this time?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we drinking today, Jess?
Vanilla black tea.
Ooh, fuck me up, fam. Oh!
Damn.
Sorry. Really good.
Ooh.
Why did you wait till now to give me this? Is this new?
No. You've had it once before.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it just tastes different because there's honey instead of sugar.
Oh, oh, Daddy.
Oh my god, there's like a little bitterness in there that reminds me of like the bitterness of chocolate.
Mama.
And that hits me in the good spot.
Yeah, it's got the, like, chocolate taste.
Yeah, that real nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Creamy bitter.
This is so good. Can you tell I love black tea the best?
I like it too.
Oh! Sorry.
Okay, where we left.
Where do we leave our character?
Bran is attacked by a group of wildlings and defected men of the Night's Watch. They are slaughtered, leaving one wildling woman, Osha, who is taken prisoner. After spending days in a sky cell, Tyrion demands trial by combat, and Bronn volunteers to fight for him. Ned awakens from his coma. He tries to talk to Robert, but Robert tells him to hold his words until he gets back from his hunt. Chapter Cat.
Chapter 40.
40, eh?
It is 40. Yeah.
As the sun rises, Sir Roderick is reading Cat a letter about Jaime massing a host at Casterly Rock. Cat thinks of the trial as a mummer's farce and plans on leaving to Winterfell as soon as it's done with. I had to Google mummer's farce. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, well, I talked about mummers in another chapter.
I guess I fucking zoned out of that one.
Because I was like, is that like a jester? Do you remember me saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah. But I love how Catelyn also thinks at this point, my place is at Winterfell with my sons. And I'm like, about fucking time you realize this.
Like, this whole thing, it's such a waste of time. What are you doing?
What a dingus.
Yeah. As they head to Lysa's apartments, they bump into Sir Brendan the Blackfish, who also thinks the trial is a joke. He plans on heading to River Run to help protect it from the Lannisters and asked Lysa for 1,000 men, but she had refused. Cat tells him that if he comes with her to Winterfell, she would give him 1,000 men, and then he agrees to travel with her when this trial is done with. There's a small garden in Lysa's apartments where the battle is to take place. I thought it was weird that the battle was happening in Lysa's apartments.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. They're going to battle in the garden. The garden is in her apartments.
What? This did not click for me at all.
Yeah, I had to reread it.
Hold on.
And then I came back for the second time, because usually when I do this, I read the chapter, and then I go back again and start writing.
Your notes?
Yeah, and then I was like, wait, what? Lysa's apartments opened over a small garden, a circle of dirt, blah, 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 blah. It was there that the two champions would meet and place their lives.
That's not in her apartments.
It says her apartments opened over a small garden.
Yeah, like her apartments have a door that leads out into a garden.
So it's like a garden and then her apartments are around it?
No, her apartments just open and then there's a garden.
Okay. Something I can't imagine. Apparently.
What do you mean? When it says opens over a small garden, what I picture is like there's a balcony, you look out and there's a garden down there.
Okay. A balcony
in her
inside
apartments.
of a castle of her apartments. Okay.
Whatever. Moving on.
Moving on. The young lord is being entertained by a puppet show, while Lysa is being surrounded by suitors trying to woo her. She is surrounded by suitors trying to woo her.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bunch of lords and knights drinking wine all around, so everyone's having like a merry time waiting for this battle. Yeah, you like that tea?
Sorry, I just started dancing because I took another sip of tea.
Cat approaches Lysa and tells her that they need to talk, but Lysa waves her off, saying after. Cat insists that alive the imp has value, and what if his champion wins? Which Lord Hunter then tries to assure Cat that no sellsword stands a chance against the knight. Cat is not convinced. She has seen Bronn fight.
Yeah.
Then Sir Morton Waynwood also steps in to say that all sellswords are cowards at heart. Cat asks Lysa what she thinks Jaime would do if he found out that they had flung Tyrion off a mountain. And Lysa responds that it was the imp who demanded trial by combat. Lysa then stalks off to sit with her son. Cat says to Roderick that the boy is without discipline and will never be strong enough to rule unless he is taken away from his mother. Ooh. Behind her, Maester Colemon is what I would say. Colemon agrees that his lord father.
Where's a Coleman?
Coleman.
Coleman.
Looks like Coleman to me.
It's
But
Coleman.
Coleman. Maester Coleman agrees and says that his Lord Father thought so too. He was planning on sending the boy to Dragonstone for fostering before his death.
So, Jon Arryn was planning on sending his son away to Dragonstone.
Yeah. To be taken away from the mama.
Yeah, but Lysa always thought that Jon Arryn thought his son was strong, because that's what he said, right?
Yeah.
The seed is strong. So Lysa thought Jon Arryn thought his son was strong. Do you see where I'm going?
Right? But Cat tells him that he's mistaken. He was going to be sent to Casterly Rock, and these arrangements were made after Jon's death.
Oh.
And then the Maester disagrees and is about to argue with her. So, like, this whole thing, like, wait, what?
Something sketchy is happening.
Yeah. Because wasn't it Lysa who said that they were going to, was it Lysa who said that?
No, I think it was the
Who said that?
king. Was it not the king who said that they were going to
Oh,
send
yeah. It was
Robert Arryn
who said that they were going to send him to Casterly Rock.
to be under
For
Tywin?
the fostering, yeah.
But now
This Maester is saying that
the plan was
actually
Dragonstone.
that Jon was initially planning to send him to Dragonstone.
So Jon did not want him under the tutelage of Lannisters.
Mm.
He wanted him in Dragonstone with Stannis Baratheon.
And he
the
and
king's
Stannis
brother.
were investigating together.
They were hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he
stuff's
trusted
coming together. Yeah, interesting.
Oh shit! Tyrion Lannister is led out with the two champions. You like that tea, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Sir Vardis Egan is covered. I always have to say his name. He's covered in steel from head to toe, and Bronn is basically naked compared to him.
Bronn's like, I don't need that shit.
He's here for speed. They kneel in front of each other, and the Septon starts rights about if the prisoner is innocent, may his champion win, and vice versa.
Yeah.
The whole time, Robert keeps bugging his mother. When are they gonna fight? Mom!
Ugh.
Mom! When are they gonna fight? Mom! You can imagine the Septon
You
just trying
fucking
to
smack
say
this
these
kid.
rights, and this kid is just constant. Eventually, everyone is ready, and Lysa lets the boy know that they're waiting for him, and he screams, so shit, he sounds so annoying. The entire time, whenever he gets excited too, he shakes.
Yeah.
He just seems so annoying.
Honestly, just throw him through the moon door.
Bronn constantly dances out of Sir Vardis' reach, causing some lords to heckle him as a craven. But Sir Roderick knows that he is wearing out the night. Cat is suddenly triggered, and memories of another duel come rushing back. Of when Peter challenged Brandon for her hand, and she had begged Brandon not to kill him. The fight was over as soon as it begun. Brandon had gotten Peter deep in the ribs, and that was the last time Cat saw him before she saw him again in King's Landing with Ned.
Yeah, Brandon's a cool dude though. Like she asked him not to
Please don't kill
Peter.
Yeah.
But, you know, if she hadn't, Brandon probably would have killed the shit out of Peter.
Yeah, because
Right?
this is a life or death duel.
Yeah, but Brandon chose to spare Peter for Catelyn.
Mm-hmm. So he liked Cat. I guess as a Stark, he's honorable. I guess.
Yeah, but it would be honorable, just as honorable to kill him, I think.
I guess. True.
Maybe not.
Good guy, Brandon?
Maybe displeasing your...
You don't want to displease your fiancé.
Yeah, your betrothed
Excuse me.
would not be considered honorable. I don't know.
And
How does
at
it
the
work?
time-
I don't fucking know.
Brandon was 20, and I think Peter was like 14. So if you can imagine the difference
Yeah.
in strength.
And Peter is, as an adult, he's described as like short and scrawny.
Yeah, and he was
So imagine him as a
especially
14-year-old.
Yeah.
He's like a midget.
Actually, it was Eric. Just hasn't hit puberty yet. Just very small. Just a little boy.
Eric's our brother, and he didn't hit puberty until like after high school was over.
Like at 18.
Poor kid.
Her father had prevented her from seeing him while he was recovering, and when he was fit for travel, he was sent back to the Fingers.
Yeah, so she didn't get to see him at all after.
Mm-mm. Sir Vardis is coming hard at Bronn, who jumps behind a statue, and bursting out on the other side, he gets the knight in the belly.
Damn.
The knight staggers, and Bronn gets him in the arm.
Damn.
Blind with arrogance, Alliser calls down to the knight to finish him.
Like,
Stop playing! Just finish him already.
he's bleeding from all these cuts, and she's like,
Just get it over with. I'm done here.
like, hello? Do you even realize what's happening?
Right.
He's getting his ass kicked.
Amazingly, Sir Vardis regains his strength and charges Bronn like a bull, smashing him in the face, making him lose his balance. But Bronn grabs hold of the statue and, using that momentum, shoves it, sending it crashing on top of him. The knight. Bronn is on him and drives his blade down under his arm and through his ribs. Sir Vardis Egan shudders and then lays still.
Damn.
Crickets.
Crickets.
Robert asks his mother, "Is it over?" She says yes. "Can I make him fly now?" Pointing at Tyrion.
No,
And
you
Tyrion
dumb little
says,
fuck.
"Not this man." Lysa starts to protest, but Tyrion reminds her that his champion won. Furious, Lysa orders her guards to escort Tyrion and Bronn to the bloody gate and let them go, while Robert screams at his mother, "You promised! You promised!"
Little shit. Again, throw him through the moon door.
Right? Imagine this straight up meltdown tantrum he had.
I don't want to. I already don't like kids. I don't need a little shit.
this
like
little
that.
thing. This monster.
Yeah, little demon. I like how Kat thinks that this isn't over and that this is just the beginning.
Yup.
But then Lysa immediately says, after Kat thinks that, she says it is over to Robert. So it just kind of shows the difference between the sisters, I think.
Yeah, Lysa's definitely in La La Land.
Yeah, and Kat's like a thinker.
She knows what's happening. She knows what she did. She fucked up.
She's like, oh fuck.
She
the
started
Lannisters
shit.
free now.
The whole thing was Catelyn. She started it.
Yeah, and it's all blowing up in her face. Or it's about to.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything that happens is Catelyn's fault.
I mean, there was the assassin with the dagger.
I guess,
Whoever
but
sent him.
You shouldn't have fucking kidnapped without proof.
Yeah, that's true.
The smartest Lannister.
Yeah, very true. Alright. That's it, right?
Yep, Chapter John.
This tea is so good.
I got it at Walmart.
Oh.
It's pure leaf.
Nice. I'm gonna look for it. Okay, chapter 41 is John. Alliser Thorne tells the group of Night's Watch trainees that they are as hopeless as any boys he's ever trained, but that they have 5 new boys arriving soon and they need to make room for them. So he's decided to pass 8 of the trainees on to the Lord Commander to do with as he will. He selects Toad, Stonehead, Aurochs, Lover, Pimple, Monkey, Sir Loon, and the Bastard. These are obviously the cruel nicknames he has chosen to grace the boys with. Thorne tells them that they will be called Men of the Night's Watch now, but that they would be fools to believe it. When winter comes, they will die like flies, and with that, he leaves them. The other boys gather round, congratulating the 8 that were named and offering... I wrote, the other boys gather round, congratulating the 8 that were named and offering congratulations. Congratulating them and congratulating them. So there's some horseplay happening between Halder, Toad, Pip, and Gren, which will be important in a moment. So just so you know. Jon notices Sam standing by himself, so he offers him some wine, but Sam politely declines. Sam says he's happy for them and thinks Jon will be first ranger someday, like his uncle was. Jon has to correct Sam, saying, as his uncle is, he won't accept that Benjen Stark is most likely dead. Jon then gets sprayed in the face by wine and gets swept into the horseplay that's happening. So there it is. And when it's over, Sam is gone. That night, the boys are given a special meal to mark the occasion. All the boys start talking about how they want to be rangers. Rangers are seen as the true fighting heart of the Night's Watch, as they venture beyond the wall to fight wildlings and giants and snow bears. Halder is the only one who doesn't want to be a ranger. He wants to be a builder. They repair keeps and towers, dig tunnels, repair the wall, etc. Darion thinks Jon is certain to be ranger, and he too nearly speaks about Benjen as if he's gone. So Jon also has to remind Darion that Benjen is still first ranger. And then Jon gets up and leaves. Pip follows Jon, asking him what's wrong. Jon is concerned about Sam, who was not there at dinner, as it isn't like Sam to miss a meal. Relatable. Jon thinks Sam is likely frightened, since his friends will be leaving him. Once Jon and the others make their vows, they'll be sent off to do other duties, but Sam will still be in training, and Sir Alliser is pretty much guaranteed to stick the new boys on him, because Sir Alliser is a sick fuck, and we hate him. Pip thinks Jon did all he could to help Sam, but Jon thinks it still wasn't enough, and he leaves. Jon fetches Ghost from the stables, takes his horse, and rides out from Castle Black. Ghost runs off, needing to hunt. Jon has no destination in mind, he just wants to ride. He heads towards the King's Road, and the sight of it fills him with longing. Winterfell is down that road, as well as many other kingdoms and castles. All the places he will never see once he takes his vows. Once he does that, the wall will be his home for the rest of his days. That's kind of a spooky thing to think about. Like, you being trapped in one spot for the rest of your life.
Ooh. Especially at such a young age.
He's so young.
And that it's often used as, like, punishment alternative to, like, losing an arm or your life.
Yeah. He's only 15.
Yeah. So that's, like, a long time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Jon thinks to himself that he hasn't sworn yet. He could always leave now with no penalty, and make it back to Winterfell within a day to be with his brothers again. But then he remembers they are actually his half-brothers, and Lady Stark will be there, and she will not welcome him. He has no place in Winterfell, nor in King's Landing. Even his own mother had no place for him. Okay, here comes the self-pity. The thought of her makes Jon sad. He wonders who she had been, what she looked like, why his father left her, and he thinks it must be because she was a whore or adulteress, something dark and dishonorable. What other reason would Jon's father have to be too ashamed to speak of her? Jon turns around and heads back to what he thinks of as home, which is Castle Black. Interesting that he thinks of it as home now. Thoughts?
It's been long enough.
How long's it been?
Since everyone left, I would say months. And like,
Yeah.
there was like a moment where he was thinking that he felt more welcome there than he ever did at Winterfell.
Right. And like his new brothers and all that.
Yeah.
So Jon heads back to Castle Black, Ghost rejoining him on the way. Back in the castle, Jon heads to Maester Aemon's apartments and requests to speak with him. Aemon's steward, Chet, refuses at first, saying it's too late and Maester Aemon is in bed, but Jon insists. So Chet brings out the Maester, and Jon asks that Samwell Tarly be taken from training and accepted as a brother of the Night's Watch. Maester Aemon is confused, as this would be a matter for the Lord Commander and Alliser Thorne, but Jon has come to the Maester because the Lord Commander listens to him. Jon explains the Sam situation, how Sir Alliser is out to get him, how Jon had to literally threaten people to leave Sam alone, and that Sam will likely end up dead if no one steps in. Chet thinks Sam should be left where he is. He says he will train until he's ready, no matter how many years it takes, or he will die. Jon thinks that's fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And as an example, or as part of his argument, I guess, he brings up the maester's chains. And here we learn about the maester's chains for the first time in the book.
Is it the first time?
Yeah, we've
thought
talked
for
about
sure.
it before, but that was only because you already knew. But it didn't actually say in the book until now.
Really?
Yes.
I thought for sure it said before.
Nope.
Maybe I was remembering from the movie. Not maybe the show.
Jon explains that the collar is made of chain to remind the maester he is sworn to serve. A maester forges his chain with study. The different metals are each a different kind of learning. Gold for the study of money and accounts, silver for healing, iron for warcraft. Jon points out that a chain needs all sorts of metals, and a land needs all sorts of people. He says the Night's Watch needs all sorts too, or else why have rangers and stewards and builders? You can't hammer tin into iron, no matter how hard you beat it, but that doesn't mean tin is useless. Really good analogy, Jon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, did you just come up with this on the spot? So, Jon thinks that Sam should be a steward. Chet says stewards hunt and farm. They tend the horses, gather firewood, etc. And Jon has to admit that Sam hates hunting and would not even be able to butcher a cow. However, Sam can do sums and he knows how to read, which is obviously not common in this kind of day and age.
Yep.
Sam is also really good with animals, so he'd do well with the ravens. So, like, sending letters and shit, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Jon says that the Night's Watch needs every man. Why kill one to no end? Make use of him instead. Damn, Jon! Good argument.
Yeah.
I like how he didn't go and just, like, beg. He was just like, this is my point, and you would be smart to do it this way, and blah, blah, blah. Like, he had a
Damn.
whole argument.
I bet Maester Aemon brings this whole argument to the commander, and, like, maybe that's what the commander is like, huh, this Jon
Right.
Snow, you
He's
say?
like, this one's a thinker. Maester Aemon thinks for a bit and eventually says that Maester Luwin, who's the Maester of Winterfell, taught Jon well. Maester Aemon will think on what Jon has said. And then that's the end of it. That was a really quick chapter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Jon's gonna become a true member of the Night's Watch now. He's no longer gonna be a trainee. And he's trying to save Sam's butt.
It's really sweet. It's very different from the show.
How did it go down in the show? Oh,
They
Sam was
were
just
all-
named.
it was
Yeah,
just a
they were all
class.
named.
Of graduates.
You're right, you're right.
And this whole, like, loyalty thing that Jon is this, like, smarts that he's showing.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely not in the show. You're right.
Jon is always there for Sam.
Mm-hmm. True, true. All right.
Chapter Tyrion.
It's chapter 42.
Tyrion wants to build a fire, but Bronn insists it will get them killed. Bronn's plan is to ride hard and fast off the roads at night and hide during the day. But Tyrion says that that is also a death wish, and whatever they do, the clansmen will find them anyway, and they might as well die comfortably.
So this was like Lysa's final fuck you, right?
Yeah. So, like,
Can you explain what she did?
she sends them out the bloody gate to travel through the mountains by themselves. And if you remember, on their journey there to the Eyrie, they lost, what was it, 3 or 6 men?
I want to say 6.
I want to say 6 too.
They lost 6
Because
men.
of all of the mountain clansmen who kept attacking them.
Mm-hmm.
So, for sure, they will die. And that was Lysa's final fuck you.
Yeah. She was like, you get no guard. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Plus, he has a plan. A roll of the dice. Like he did with Bronn. And apparently, Tyrion had gambled that Bronn would realize Catelyn wasn't going to reward him for helping bring Tyrion to the Eyrie like he felt he deserved. And that Tyrion would pay him out royally.
So I like that too, better than what's in the show. Because in the show, it's kind of a surprise that Bronn volunteers.
Yeah.
But it sounds like in the book that was Tyrion's intention.
Yeah.
He was like, how do I get this guy to volunteer for me?
Yeah.
Which makes Tyrion all the more clever.
Dude.
Yeah.
More impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after Tyrion gave Mord his purse of gold before he left. Which shocked Mord. He wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I think it shocked lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
And he also offered Mord to come to Casterly Rock.
Yeah.
And he then said, yeah.
He's like, you got more of this? I'll be there.
She lost the turnkey.
Ooh. What a big loss.
Tyrion tells Bronn that if Bronn ever feels the need to change sides, Tyrion would match the price. Tyrion likes to live.
Nice. So Tyrion he knows that Bronn's just in it for the money.
Yeah. Like, this is a sellsword. He's really good. You gotta keep him.
Yeah.
Collared? An hour later, they have a young goat cooking on a spit. Tyrion estimates the clansmen would be there before they go to sleep. It's night when they finish eating, and Tyrion lays down saying that their friends are taking their sweet time. Bronn says that they probably think it's a trap. Which, understandable.
Yeah.
Tyrion says that they should sing some songs to scare them away. Tyrion whistles a song, and he tells a story about the first girl he bedded, who used to sing that song, and now it's stuck in his head forever.
Damn.
And ever. And ever.
You're gonna tell the story?
Yeah. He was riding with Jaime one day when she ran out of the road with 2 men chasing her. Jaime had chased them off while Tyrion had comforted her. He brought her to an inn. She ate 2.5 chickens and drank a flagon of wine by herself.
No. Tyrion helped.
Okay. No. They ended up sharing a bed, and he took her maidenhood. He was 13.
Damn.
By morning, he was in love. And they got married. Tyrion bought a cottage for them, and for a fortnight they played at husband and wife. And then the Septon who had married them confessed to his father, who annulled their marriage.
Jesus.
Jaime then confessed that she was a whore and he had paid for him to have her.
Wow.
And then Tyrion's father made him watch as all of the house's guard had their way with her. I'm imagining, like, all of the guards
That's
at Casterly Rock.
But
All of them? Giving her a silver piece for each man. And I guess it was all of them, because she had so many silver pieces she couldn't even carry them all.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, Tywin made Tyrion go.
And pay her for service.
Yeah, he had to have her last. And then he had to give her a gold piece because he was a Lannister.
Yeah. What the How evil
That
is this?
is the most fucked up thing I've ever heard.
What?
Is this a
Okay, first-
13-year-old kid?
First, Jaime is apparently concerned that Tyrion hasn't been with someone when he's only 13.
Jaime's like, I've been doing it since I was
8 years old.
Yeah, sure.
What the fuck? So Jaime sets up this whole farce
He pays extra for a virgin whore.
just because he wants to get his brother laid.
Yeah.
But
His
then-
whole thing.
But then Tyrion falls in love with her and then marries her without anyone's knowledge except the
Yeah.
Septon. But the Septon eventually confesses to Tywin, Tyrion's father, about this marriage. And then Tywin gets so pissed that a Lannister married some lowly...
A whore.
Yeah, but Tyrion didn't know she was a whore.
Yeah, but Tywin takes personal offense at whores for some reason.
Yeah, but anyway. So Tywin freaks out and then does the evilest thing I've ever read.
Oh, yep.
Tyrion's in love with this girl and he makes him watch her with a bunch of other men.
With all of the guardsmen fucking her one by one, and then
makes Tyrion do it.
Go last, Tyrion.
After she's been violated by all these other dudes.
Yeah, and if you imagine, I bet he was crying.
Oh, I'm sure.
That was... Oh my gosh.
That's
Probably
so
has serious issues with that shit. Like, serious issues.
I understand why he hates his father so much.
Bronn, sharpening his blade, says that he would have killed the man who did that to him. Tyrion says that he may just get that chance. And he goes to sleep. Bronn wakes him later, and Tyrion sees shadows circling them. He's up in an instant.
Uh-oh.
Tyrion invites him to share their fire and food, and the man responds that it's their mountain, so it's their goat they're eating. Tyrion agrees and asks who they are. Another man says, when you meet your gods, say it was Gunthor, son of Gurn, of the Stone Crows, who sent you to them.
Alright, buddy.
The original man introduces himself as Shagga, son of Dolph, and the rest of the group calls out their names one by one. There were at least 10 of them. Lastly, Tyrion introduces himself as Tyrion, son of Tywin of Clan Lannister, the Lions of the Rock, and offers to pay for the goat that he ate. Gunthor asks what he's going to give them, and Tyrion says all of the silver in his purse, the hauberk he is wearing, which is the chainmail, and the battle axe he is carrying. Khan says he's paying with what is already theirs, because they mean to take everything anyways when they kill him. Gunthor asks how he would like to die, and Tyrion says, in my own bed with a belly full of wine and a maiden's mouth around his cock at the age of 80. Shagga laughs loudly and says, kill the other, kill the half-man to amuse the mothers. Tyrion insists that his house is rich and powerful and can shower them with gold, but Gunthor says a half-man's promises are worthless. Angry, Tyrion says at least he has the courage to face his enemies, unlike them who hide when the Knights of the Vale ride by. Shagga roars in anger, but Tyrion continues. He points out how shitty their weapons are and says his father's smith's shit better steal. Shagga roars again that he will cut off his manhood, but Gunthor stops him. He wants to hear more about getting these better weapons. Yeah, and then Tyrion says, yeah, I can get you more weapons and the veil!
Yeah. Tyrion offers them the Veil of Aaron. I was like, huh?
Really? You think Tywin will be cool with that?
Yeah.
What, wasn't Jaime promised the veil?
Was he?
Was he?
I don't know.
That wouldn't make sense because Jaime is supposed to take over Casterly Rock.
Yeah, but Jaime's also being named Warden of the East, right?
Yeah. That is the Eyrie, though.
Yeah. But something I've noticed is that Tyrion uses his father's power a lot to like, save himself, which is... It seems normal, but then you think about how much he hates his own father.
Yeah.
And it's like, something about it comes across as like, strange.
I think that he's just used to his family being like... Are they the most powerful family in Westeros?
They're the richest. That's for sure.
The crown owes them a ton.
6 million dragons.
Probably.
Yeah.
So like, the royal family is in debt to them. They basically are.
Yeah. You right.
Mm-hmm.
And like, but yeah, I was like, how the hell does Tyrion intend to give these random men the Veil of Aaron?
Right?
Probably in some clever way, if we're being honest. It is Tyrion. He doesn't really speak out of his ass very often. He usually has a plan.
Yeah. I think his plan is just to get out of there safely. Stay alive.
I would believe that he's like already planning ahead though. Like he's already like, how do I get these guys
Yeah.
the Veil of Aaron? Like he's not really the type to speak and then figure it out later. He's more like planning ahead. You know?
I know.
I guess that's it for this episode.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home and get ready to pick up Mom.
guess.
Mother. Mama.
Chapoj. Let's have another sip of this tea because it's so good.
Finish it.
It really does taste chocolatey. The second you said chocolate, I was like, ooh, yes.
Yep. I love creamy bitter flavors. It just reminds me of chocolate. Like a nice, good dark chocolate.
So good.
That's why I like coffee and dark teas. Good quality coffee has that delicious bitter.
My glasses have been sliding down my nose this whole time. Can you see it?
Yeah. Like, it's not like super noticeable. Like, no one would know, like, her glasses are down her nose.
But it's like, this is what they're supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, when they're up here and I smile, my cheeks bump them.
Cool. You can use your cheeks to lift them back up again.
No, they just slide down more. Okay. Let's end it there. Okay, so if you want more of the podcast, please follow us on Instagram. The podcast is Tigbab Podcast, Tigbab. You can also follow us individually. Mine is Crimby and Jess's is Jess.Egan24. You can also find us on Facebook if you search Tigbab Podcast again, or just search Tea is Good, Books Are Better. You can find the page there. Please also check out our friend Baram Barami on YouTube. He made our jingle that you heard at the beginning of this episode, and he's super dope and deserves all the love in the world. So let's give him some. We also have a Patreon, so if you want to give us some extra support, you can check us out on there, patreon.com/teaisgoodbooksarbetter. We do have some cool tiers with different rewards, so you will get something in return for your contribution, but we do just appreciate you listening as well. And again, please share our podcast with your friends so that we can keep growing. We'd love to be able to put more time into the podcast and like make it better and have higher quality equipment and so on and so forth. So we'll be able to do that with the more support that we get. All right, that's it. Thanks for listening to this episode, and we will talk to you in the next one. Are you taking a picture of me? Why? What are you doing?
Looking for Instagram.
Is that me talking?
Like, what the fuck?
My face is like, no. Yeah, you can delete both of those.
You wish.
Oh god. Prepare to see those on Instagram, I guess. Alright. Thanks for listening. Ta-ta.
What the fuck?